it's your girl and your sister, I'm now Wendy, coming to you guys with my very first video on my new channel on this new segment called Wisdom Wednesdays with Wendy.
Trust me, it'll take
Now, what if I told you your fake friend really isn't fake? Now, when it comes to relationship, I think one thing we must understand is that relationships come with reasons and seasons. Now, every time someone walks into your life, you must acknowledge two things: the reason and which season they're walking into. And I think I take a lot of pride in the fact that I do acknowledge my relationships and evaluate my relationships, which a lot of people don't. But I think if we take the time to evaluate our relationships, we'd be able to build better ones. I definitely go by the motto of you are in my life for a reason and a season, and that you are rather a lesson or a blessing. So I think when people come into my life or walk out of my life, I'm not as hurt because I know that they've done exactly what needs to be done. And I think there's this idea in society about quote unquote what a fake friend is. Nowadays, it takes very little for you to become a fake friend. You could say your opinion and it's like, oh my gosh, she's so fake, or oh my, he's so fake, you know. And I think that's so incorrect and very invalid. Let's say, for example, you have a coworker that you've been working with for the past 2 years. You guys usually text each other, you know, send each other funny clips, or talk about your boss, or talk about other coworkers, and then finally leave the company. Now, you keep sending them messages and they're not really replying to you. Now, quote unquote, you go back and you label them as a fake friend. Now, let's switch and vice versa. You leave the company and your coworker, your ex-coworker, keeps texting you, you know, sending you messages and all, and you're just kind of like, well, you know, I don't really work with you anymore, so I don't think it's necessary to continue this relationship. Now, does that make you fake? No, it just means that your time and your season in that person's life is over. And I feel like if we could understand this concept when it comes to all types of relationships, we wouldn't be as hurt and as bitter when someone does walk out of our lives. I feel like a lot of times we think of it as stones being thrown at us when people walk out of our life. But if we could just understand that if we could pick up these stones and build something better down the road, that's what it's all about. You know, I think it reminds me of a story in the Bible about 3 women. There's Orpah, there's Ruth, and there's Naomi. Now, Naomi loses her sons and basically tells Orpah and Ruth, which are her daughter-in-laws, to basically find somewhere to go. Like, go find another husband, go to your daddy, I really don't care because I'm mourning my loss and I feel miserable, so leave me alone, you know. And the whole story is basically focused around the fact that Ruth stayed. You know, Naomi gave her the option of leaving, and she, you know, she was like, oh, where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. All that nice, sweet stuff. I was like, oh, hail Ruth. But anyway, but I think a lot of people tiptoe around Orpah. Now, Orpah I think she's so important in the story because she did exactly what she was supposed to do. She left. And there's a lot of people in our lives right now that we've given them the opportunity to leave and they've left. And we're so upset. Like, how dare he? How dare she really leave me? But if Orpah had stayed, we have no idea the type of damage that she would have caused. We have no idea if she would have wanted Boaz. We would have no idea if she would want, like, we have no idea. She would have been nagging. We have no idea what she would have done, you know. And that's the same thing with us. Instead of us, you know, trying to call our friends or trying to, you know, get them to hang out with us or like pick up our calls, instead of us trying to keep Orpah around, let's just let Orpah grow. I suggest to you, that person that stopped following you, that person that is hurt your heart so much, the person that won't pick up your phone calls anymore that you're so bitter about, how about you just let it go? Maybe they weren't supposed to be in your life. Now, if you know where you're headed in life, your purpose, and where you're supposed to go, you will know that there's certain people that you need and certain people that you don't need in your life. And once you can figure that out, it won't be as painful when people walk away from you. And you would understand that, you know what, God would never place anything that's important in my life into the hands of someone who's going to walk away from me. So that's just all I have for you guys today. I love you. I hope you subscribe. I hope you were blessed by this video. And I will see you guys on another episode of Wisdom Wednesdays with Wendy. Mwah.